Hi Mary, how are you?
Hi Rachel, how are you?
It's great to see you today.
Yeah, it's great to catch up again.
So just a quick introduction for anyone that's watching. We did four videos, and the one that got the most hits and the most engagement was around career change.
Yes.
So we've now decided to add to that and go into a little bit more detail. So if you wouldn't mind, Mary, would you just explain what we're going to talk about today and what's going to happen then over the next 3 weeks?
Okay, so yes, very much I specialize in career change on a one-to-one basis. And today I'm just going to be very talking just briefly about the three different types of clients I work with in career change. And then each week following this week, I'm going to then break down into client A, client B, client C, and the process and what happens. So kind of sharing with people, reaching out to people and hoping that they'll understand the process that I use. And the great thing is they always get clarity. I can guarantee they'll have clarity and direction at the end of when I work with them in the 4 sessions. So I love this area, of course, because I've gone down the road, I've said many times.
Well, you're the best at it, Mary. I mean, how many years experience have you got in this? Over
20,
20 years?
yeah, 20 years, yeah.
Yeah. So if anyone knows about career change, it's definitely you. So you mentioned there, three types of clients that you work with. So would you go into a bit of detail about that? That'd
Okay.
be great.
Yeah, okay. So client A are clients that come to me and they actually hate their work. However, they love the physical environment. And the physical environment consists of the people, the aesthetics, and the job conditions. So what I'm saying there is they're coming to me, they're in an organization, they actually hate the work. But what keeps them there is the fact that they get on very well with the people. There's very nice conditions. So they're staying, but they realize it's time to do something about it. So that's client A. Client B are people, the opposite. So the client B are people that actually love their work. They actually love what they're doing, but they're in an environment that has a company that has merged with another company and they don't like the values anymore. Or they're in an environment where they've been bypassed on promotions and they're not sure about why. It could be what they're doing, it could be what the company is doing. So these are people that actually love the work, but they're not happy with the physical environment, the people, the conditions at the moment. So they come to me as well to get clarity around their career. And then the ones I would say 80% of my clients are client C, which are the clients that come to me that live in the comfort zone. And what I mean by that is, I mean, there's so many of them. The work is okay. They don't hate their work. They don't love their work. So they come to me because they're realizing in the back of their head or in their gut feeling, there's a negative thing saying, this is not what I'm meant to do. I'm not reaching my potential. I need to do something about this. However, they're very stuck. And the reason they're stuck is because they outside of the work they're doing, they've been given a very good salary and they're having a lifestyle that they're living to the full and enjoying. So they're stuck in the comfort zone, as we call it in NLP. The pain and pleasure is equal. And until you shift the pain and pleasure, without emotion, we don't move or take action. And that's my duty. That's my duty as a coach. So they are the three types of clients that come to me all the time. And the wonderful thing is I love it. And, I get the results they want at the end. They get clarity. I'll never tell them what to do. They make their own mind up.
That's brilliant, brilliant. And so speaking to like, if someone was to come to you today, how does that work from where they are now, and what's the outcome for them? And you mentioned one to one, so is that weekly, bi-weekly? How does that work?
Okay, and really, the packages I see nobody for less than 4 sessions because I go deep, I drill deep with my client. I look at their whole helicopter view of their whole life. Then I zone in on the area they want to work on, let's say, which is a career change. So the process is 4 1.5 hour at least sessions. And in the first one, we look at everything, we explore everything, and then we zone in. And when we look at your career, I'll be sending that client away with loads of questions to ask themselves about their career. Then on the second session, they come back with answers. I send them away with more questions. But we also look at doubts, fears, anything that they're in denial of. Oh, there's a lot involved with that, go into deeply. And then third, to get the clarity. And when you get the clarity, the how is easy because the how is a strategy. So when they get the clarity about the work and then what they would love to do, then the strategy is easy enough to work on. And then on the last session, they always leave with a map, with a plan for 2 to 3 to 5 years. So that's overall how it works. And it's part of a 4 session, as I said, 4 sessions of coaching.
I love that, a map of knowing where you're going next, because yeah, clarity is absolutely key now at the moment. It's just knowing, having the confidence in knowing where you're going next. So if anyone wants to contact you today, how can they get in touch?
Okay, and just what you're saying is so important, Rachel, just on clarity, because I always say clarity with conviction. Because if you have the clarity and you haven't got the confidence to go with
Mm.
the conviction, it won't happen. And that's how the coach works on building your confidence behind the conviction. So anyway, I could go into there again.
Love it.
Sorry. Okay, so to contact me is marykern.ie, www.marykern.ie, and then my email is marykern@coachcenter.com, and my mobile is 086 232 8143.
Brilliant. And so we'll be doing videos for the next 3 weeks, and you'll be posting everything up on LinkedIn.
And on my Centre for Professional Personal Development Facebook page as well. I will. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Right.
Brilliant. Well, look, thank you, Mary. Looking forward to it. Thanks a million.
Thank you so much, Rachel. Thank you.
Bye.